So what's up, everybody? It's me, True Star Screamer. And we've got something really cool and actually very special for today's review. This is by Loose Collector, and this is their Grendel figure. This is the version Hunter Rose, which was the original Grendel by Matt Wagner. And this is something that is very dear to me. I love this character. To put the emphasis on here, I have only 2 tattoos. I've got one when I got married, which is a broken yin-yang, which I'll show sometime on Instagram. But the other one I got when I was about 25 years old, and it is literally of Grendel's mask. So it is on my shoulder. I'll probably show a picture of it on an edit or something. I just want to point out, this is it right here, on my arm, right there. So that's how much I love this character. So this is a character I've been really fell in love with, really took to heart. He is not a hero. Grendel's kind of like an evil Batman in some ways, and then kind of became an idea. And there's a whole lot of stuff we can read about online about it. But when Loose Collector announced that they were doing this figure, I literally had to have it. I actually have the other Grendel action figure that was made years ago. Actually, I've got both of them. I've got the Christina Spar figure and the other Hunter Rose that was done with the Mage figure. So I've got both of those. This is all Matt Wagner's artwork on here. I love everything Matt Wagner has done. His Batman, he was supposed to do 3 Batman stories. He only did 2 out of them. I don't know why they didn't do the 3rd, but I love those. His Sandman Mystery Theater was absolutely amazing. And so this is something that I'm really hoping is a good figure. That's the easiest way of putting it. Loose Collector and I have got a lot of hit or miss. Unfortunately, more misses than hits. So this was definitely me taking a chance on it. But yeah, let's get this, enough the sentimental. Let's get this guy open and let's see what this is all about. First thing you should know, definitely you want to hit this guy with the hairdryer. The joints were very tight. This is, Grendel has a very simplistic design. It's basically black pajamas with white boots. He's got a simple mask, which has got the little ribbons behind it. And they did exactly that. This is looking like it came right out of the book. This is how can I'm trying to find the right ways of putting it. I'm torn between 2 ways here. Do I want to give, the figure as an objective action figure review, or like I said, there's a lot of sentiment involved with this. To go as an action figure review, it's an action figure. This is basically a Marvel Legend style figure with a pretty solid ab crunch and a very good neck joint. That's the easiest way of putting it. This is not revolutionizing the action figure design. In fact, I've probably dealt with some Action Force figures that have better articulation than this. I'm not saying it's not bad, but it's not groundbreaking either. It's very simple. We've got double jointed knees, double jointed elbows, the neck's on a double barbell, which this is what Hasbro should be doing. Just got to say that right now. Where the things the things where things get interesting is the attention to detail, the nuances in the folds of the clothing, the back of the mask actually being pulled together, like the drawstring back here. The fork, which is his only weapon, by the way, is beautifully painted metallic. I think I would not have minded an electric effect because he has been known to charge it with electricity. I've got electric effects, but I'm just saying I would not have minded that. Got a boot swivel, it's got an ankle pivot, and he's got a selection of hands, which we'll go to in a second, and an alternate head. Overall, it's everything I pretty much want in an action figure. Oh, and also a stand. But I have to be frank. This was also a $70 action figure. Now I know Loose Collector has a lower production run. Yes, we have licensing fees. As an action figure, I have gotten better figures from Action Force. Plain and simple. Which also has the details to it. Again, I'm just being objective. Hands down, I would have loved some butterfly joints in the shoulders. I think that would have something that really would have set it off. The ab crunch on here is fantastic. And like I mentioned before, the joints are a little on the tighter side, but as I love to say, I would always prefer a tighter joint than a loose joint. Now, before I get into that, let's talk about the accessories here. With the accessories, we do have an alternate unmasked head, which looks absolutely fantastic. They did a great job of capturing Hunter Rose's profile. I think the paint for the white stripes could have been a little tighter, but that's just me being a little nitpicky. He comes default with a fist. He also has a holding hand, which does have a horizontal hinge. Plus we have a more dramatic hand, which is good for holding things. And another more dramatic hand as well. So I like both of these. These could go very well. This could be good for if I want to prop the fork, or if I want to have him holding his mask. That works really well. Again, I absolutely love the mask. The mask is... Again, this it's hard for me just to describe what this I'm feeling emotionally having this in my hand. Like, again, any video game I've played, whether it be Call of Duty, whether it be Armored Core, anything where I can make an emblem, I have made this mask, and all my custom characters have it. And it's, like I said, this is just, I've had a very sentimental aspect to it. I have a denim jacket that has this mask painted onto the back of it, and I almost had this put on my first car. Like that's how I feel about this emblem right here. Oh yeah, we also have the Loose Collector stand, which says it here, Loose Collector on the bottom, and yeah, it works. So I would be remiss if I didn't tell you, I was just about to switch the head back to the mask, and the whole neck housing popped out, so that's just a little frustrating. For some quick size comparisons, we have him here with Vacation Condor. That works really, really well for me, actually. So putting that with your basic 6-inch figure. Your Storm Arena Ryu. Yes, I know this is a horrible pose for him because I've been messing with this figure. I can't stop messing with this figure. Guess what review's coming up soon, kids? My other loose collectible figure, La Muerta. They work very well together. Again, I like the fact that he has extra hands, and she didn't, and he has extra heads, which she didn't, and I prefer all that over the guns that she came with because her guns were kind of mediocre, to be blunt. So that looks great. And literally just for kicks, here is the old black suit Spider-Man. Yes, I have the retro body one. No, I could not put my hands on it right now. This is on that dated pizza Spidey buck. Oh my gosh, it shows its age. But I brought this out there because whenever people always see that tattoo, they always think it's that mask. So, there is a difference, folks. Yes, I know they're very similar, but yeah, there is a difference. Dear God, this has really not aged well. So I mentioned he comes with the stand here. These peg holes are actually large. These pegs are larger than the peg holes in his feet. So unless you want to really stretch those guys out, this is effectively useless. So you got that going on for it. 2. Mentioned before, when I was trying to switch heads, I ended up popping this neck on here, and I haven't gotten it back on right. So I'm still getting a little bit of gap on the neck here, so that is absolutely killing the immersion for me. I mentioned before, the joints are tight. Yeah, they get to the point where I start to mess with them. I'm worried I'm going to either, I hate to say it, pull the arm from the socket here, or when I'm working with the the legs, you know, bending at the knee, that the peg is going to pop out of the boot here and separate the boot from it. So this reminds me very much of a Series 4 Action Force figure when it comes to the stiffness. And again, that's very similar to the problems I had with the werewolves, of it's just the joints aren't toleranced. I am just being objective here. I mean, yes, keep a hairdryer on hand, that'll make things easier for you. But I really don't want to have to hit a hairdryer to a figure every time I want to pose it. I mentioned that before with my Action Force Series 4 review figures. The hands switch out very easily, which is nice. Makes things one less thing to worry about. The pegs here are pretty decent. I've had figure arts much worse than this, so that's a good thing. But I gotta be objective to you guys. And the price on the loose collector figures are just going up. I showed you the La Muerta figure. When I bought her for like $65. Again, I spent too much for it. The new one the re-release for her is going for $80. I get it, smaller minimum quantities and all that, the MLQs and all, but they really need to do something on curbing their pricing, because this is not a $70 figure. I'm just saying it right now. This is not a $70 figure. This is about I in general, if it wasn't Grendel, I'd be mad right now. Just saying this. What I'm paying for right here is not $70. Maybe $45 at the most, being an independent toy. You know, I'm actually kind of surprised. You know, the Fresh Monkey Fiction, Big Bad Labs, you know, they did their long box heroes where they did a 5 POA version of him. You know, like a retro card version of Grendel. If this had come out on one of those Fresh Monkey Fiction bodies, I would probably have paid $45 and be thrilled. Right now, I'm happy I've got a Grendel figure. He does the basic needs to it. I'm probably going to, again, put him in my pose, put him on the shelf, and call it a day. This is, again, the visage is dead on right. But at the same time, if you guys are, unless you are a diehard guy like me, I cannot say you need this in your life. I'm being absolutely serious. Again, I've got him tattooed on me. So, yes, I love Matt Wagner. So, yes. But if you are casual to Grendel, I would absolutely say save your money. Go buy yourself 2 Action Force figures. Go buy yourself a Fresh Monkey Fiction figure. I still have the Burning Hammer figures on pre-order from Loose Collector. I know Articulated Ninja gave them a very good review, and that's it. That's literally going to be it right there for me. If they don't do it, and it's a shame, because the Bloodstrike figure, the Cabot Stone figure I had, that was absolutely an awesome figure. But again, guys, I gotta be truthful to you. I cannot say this is going to change your life. So let me know your thoughts down below. You know, am I being too skeptical? Again, for $70, these joints I feel should be moving like butter. For $70, I should be getting an ab crunch that goes all the way. You know, he should be able to be kissing his knee, if you know what I'm saying. The neck joint's great. I'll give it that. The neck joint's absolutely fantastic. The paint on the weapon, fantastic. The mask, done great. I would have loved drop down. This is one of those molds. Drop down hips would probably have been awesome for it. But yeah. Guys, again, I gotta be truthful. So, if you're new here, please give me a subscribe. Please give this video a thumbs up. If I'm being too critical, let me know down below. If I'm not being critical enough, let me know. I mean, again, I bought this. I paid for this. I'm happy I have him. I would probably have been complaining if I didn't. But, again, I gotta be real with y'all. And as always, you guys know, I got so much cool stuff here. It's just getting the time of getting down here and recording. But I will do that for you guys. So, as always, until next time, take care, crew. Peace.